Welcome, Panthers. I'm Brielle Okenpoos.
And I'm Danny Bitter. In today's broadcast, we will look at students with nice cars, students with an awesome talent, and a community attempting to make Mehlville a better place. And this is Mehlville Today.
Think you have the sickest car at Mehlville? Think again.
Hassan and Farouk take us to the streets to check out some of Mehlville's nicest cars.
You might have seen some of the flashy cars here in Mehlville High School. Hassan Ahmed's watch and I have the story about the cars and their owners. This is my 2009 BMW 335i. It's got a 3.0 twin turbo motor, inline 6. It's got 315 horsepower. It's pretty fast, I guess you could say. As you can see, it has the aftermarket wheels. It has an aftermarket exhaust. That's about it.
This is my 2016 Subaru STI, and I have an intake, access port, downpipe, catback exhaust, headers, uppipe, and a 3-port boost controller engine. That's it.
I got the 2013 Mazda Speed 3 with aftermarket wheels, exhaust, all modifications to the engine, pushing about 350 horses. That's to the wheels and maybe to the engine, close to the 4s.
In our next story, we look at a Mehlville graduate who now coaches our award-winning Majorettes.
Our family has a tradition at Mehlville High School. Emily is my oldest daughter, who is serving as the current coach of the Mehlville Majorettes. She was a graduate of Mehlville in 2009. She was one of their valedictorians, so that was pretty exciting. She went on to Ole Miss, where she featured twirled there, so she got to take her twirling experience and gain that on a collegiate level. And now she comes back and she shares that with these girls.
I love to perform, and so when I came back to St. Louis, I kind of struggled with me still being able to perform. I was a musical theater major in college, and so I should have went to New York, but I'm here.
She's now went on to make the performing arts her career.
I'm teaching 150 kids, and I love to teach, but I was still young, and I still wanted to be out and wanted to be active in the St. Louis community, and so Rams was the perfect opportunity to be able to perform in the St. Louis community.
I think she does that primarily to help her become a better instructor, because ultimately her goal is to mentor and coach young people and develop young people.
My favorite part is the practices, because while I teach 150 kids on a daily basis, that's when I get to go and I get to practice, and I keep getting to improve myself and my craft. And so being able to practice with 31 other beautiful, intelligent, career-driven women on a weekly basis is an awesome experience. I'm 25, I've graduated from college, I've came back, I own my own studio with over 150 students in it, I cheer for the Rams, I was just Mrs. Missouri.
She is the current Mrs. Missouri. And we went on to Las Vegas for the Nationals, and she was a semifinalist. She was in the top 15.
Just got married last year to my husband, who also graduated from Mehlville High School. So my goal is just to kind of focus on the Mehlville Majorettes, focus on growing my business, St. Louis Performance Academy, taking it bigger than baton twirling, doing dance, cheer, musicals, focusing on my family and my career.
Now, Chase and Eric take us to the polls to show us the outcome of Proposition R.
On November 3rd, thousands of local citizens cast their vote on Proposition R. Later that night, hundreds of Prop R supporters gathered at Andre South to hear
For Prop R, I have spoken in front of the school board a couple times about what the district means to me and all of the different things in the district that I need, such as the clubs, the auditorium, and smaller class sizes.
And right now, the percentage we have is 72.5.
I was hopeful that we would do well, but 72.5% was probably above what I thought we would have been, especially given the surveys that we had done and some other things. So just really overwhelmed with support from the community.
We had a great group of dedicated parents who stepped up. They saw the need. They were out to not only protect their son or daughter's future, but they're also out to protect their investment, being their home. And they saw that Mehlville was at a real inflection point and really needed them to step up.
We are laying out kind of a nice plan. We're going to be able to do some really nice things that we would see best practices in districts across the country.
Oh, I was overjoyed that it passed. I think that next year and the following years and the years to come, the district's just going to be able to soar now.
The kids will get a whole bunch of clubs back next year.
With reporter Eric Hoagland and photographer Chase Guerrero, this is Taylor Durham with...
We would like to thank the Mehlville-Oakville community for passing Prop R.
For our next story, Mehlville Media sent reporters to showcase the artistic abilities that many of our students have.
I would say my passion started when I was in 6th grade. So when I first got into middle school, that's when I really started to draw more and actually started to get good.
I'd say what inspires me is I just love drawing. You know, it's a good outlet for my creativity, and you know, there's a lot of different factors that.
My music influences everything about me and who I am. I would say that whenever I listen to music or I think about the music I've been playing for band, it pretty much just influences whatever I just like imagine, because that's what art is what I imagine, and I just put it onto a piece of paper.
Well, the meaning behind this is that there really is no meaning. You know, it's a monk and he's spilling his brew, and you know, that's just not holy. You know, he just spilled his brew all over the place. So yeah, the deeper meaning would be like, not all monks are holy.
Alright, so the meaning behind this is pretty much like this is just nobody. This is just a musician. And it's supposed to represent how a musician can lose themselves in the music and kind of like become one with their instrument. It's just the love between the musician and their instrument and just the connection you can have. Like, this is some instrument that you've been playing for so many years and you're like putting your life into it and you're making beautiful music with it. What keeps me going is just nothing. I just keep going no matter what, because I'll be sitting in math class and I'll be doodling instead of doing what I'm supposed to. I'm not supposed to do that, but I do it anyway because it keeps me awake. I can't live without art. That's basically how I am.
Art is not the only talent that our students here at Mehlville have.
John and Juliana give us a closer look at certain students' musical talents.
It started with me and Molly being in a different band, and it didn't end up working out, and then Rachel was in my health class and I found out that she played the drums, so I asked her to start a new band with us. I play guitar and I sing. I've been playing guitar for about 4 years. One of my favorites is a song called Unknown Places, and it was really cool because it started with our bass player just playing a riff, and then we all kind of just came in and it just came together like that.
I primarily sing, but I also play rhythm guitar, and pretty soon Grace is going to start singing more and I'm going to start singing less because I want to play more guitar. We cover mostly State Champs, We Are the In Crowd, and Green Day, but we also like to take a lot of popular pop songs and make them punk. Right now we perform mostly at the Stratford Inn Bar and Grill, but soon we're going to be opening up for local bands, and one might even be at the Firebird. We have 4 original songs on an EP right now, and pretty soon we'll be taking some more lyrics that we have and some more music that we have and putting them together to write some more.
It started out kind of just as a joke because we have 3 girls and 2 boys and kind of just like that, but then we ended up liking the name. Grace and Molly were already friends, but then me and Grace had health class together, and that's just how we met. And then we kind of formed with another one of Grace's friends, and just come and see us sometime.
That wraps up this edition of Mehlville Today.
If you'd like an encore, check out melvillemedia.com.
Thanks for watching.